Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Hope everybody's doing really well. So today's reading is another how do they feel for you reading. So this reading is looking at your love interest. How do they feel about you right now, okay? So I'm going to use the Unsent Messages deck, and we're going to pull some cards and you're going to pick from those as to which group you're going to go with, 1, 2, or 3. So go ahead and think about your person you came to this reading for. For group 1, I'm going to get a card for group 1. A message from group 1's person, please. Okay, this is group 1. A message for group 2, a message from group 2's person, please. We've got group 2. And last but not least, a message from group 3's person, please. Okay. I am going to let you look at them. First, meditate on the cards. Remember to use your intuition to pick. And so the first message that we got, the message for group 1 is, I replace lyrics with your name. Okay. Now, I'm wanting to use your intuition to pick, but naturally the messages can have some resonance. This could sound like something your person would say to you, or it could be something they have said to you. So like, you can take that into account when choosing as well. You know, choose how you please. For group 2, we have Let's Make Art. And for group 3, we've got How Can I Make It Up to You? Now, just keep in mind that these cards may or may not reflect what's in the actual reading, but then again, it might. So just go with your gut, what you feel, what you're drawn to. So we've got group 1, group 2, and group 3. The timestamps will be in the description box below. And I'd like to thank all my new subscribers. If you're new here, welcome. And my existing subscribers, they keep the channel going. I appreciate you. So how do they feel about you right now? Let's get started and find out. Getting started with group 1. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome, group 1. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So today I decided to pre-shuffle the cards, and so they are already laid out here for you. So let's see what we've got. I asked a few different questions in terms of how does your person feel about you right now. So the first question that I asked was, how they feel about you, like how does your person feel about you as a person? And we've got the Patience and Planning card, which is the 7 of Pentacles, so it's earth sign energy. So I feel that your person is feeling that you're reaping, what I'm getting is that they feel that you're reaping what you've sown, but in a good way, okay? And that you might be divided a little bit, on where you put your energy with this card. So it's like, do you keep putting your energy into the same people, the same things over and over again, or are you trying something else? It's like there's this energy of that with the 7 of Pentacles. And either way, I feel like they think that things are going well for you. This is a card of being very near to being able to harvest your crop. So you might be getting a little impatient at this point. But either way, they think you're doing well. And I feel like, for some of you out there, some of your people wonder if you know how many options that you really do have, okay? And they could be viewing you as holding yourself back in love. And I think they think that you have a lot of options and that you're holding yourself back from those options. And it could be due to like trust issues, or you're holding yourself back out of fear. So your person feels like you have more options and than just them, that you're a very successful person, but there's something here like you're divided on, and that you could be holding yourself back from your full potential in some way, just in general, right? Because this is about how they see you as a person. So they feel like you're holding yourself back from something in general. although they do see you as successful. For those of you that this is an ex, I feel that your person may feel that you've both tried really hard in the past and it hasn't worked out. So I don't know why, but I'm just getting that, you know, they're not sure that it's worth more effort at this point. Okay, so this is a general reading, like I always say. Take what resonates and forget what doesn't. And rules in tarot can be reversed. Energies can be interchangeable, so apply it to the situation how it resonates, because I'm reading for lots of people. But I'm getting like, if this is an ex, you know, they could feel that you guys have already tried really hard and it hasn't worked out. So it's like, maybe they've run out of patience, but they're still viewing you as having more patience. Although I get the feeling that they feel that you are feeling or beginning to feel frustrated, but you're holding yourself back from something better, or from your full potential, just in your life in general. Okay. So for the next question I got, you know, how do they feel about you romantically? So this is the main question, right? It's a romance love reading. How do they feel about you romantically? I've got the solar plexus chakra card, but it did come out in reverse, okay? So, you know, how they feel about you romantically, well, with it being in reverse, it tells me that your person is feeling you have like a blocked solar plexus chakra, okay? Whether they know that term or not. How this manifests in the physical body, it can show up as fatigue or overeating or anxiety, you know, can show up as any of those. Possibly even, I'm getting short-term memory loss at times. And they could feel that you need to know yourself more and have more confidence and strength, romantically speaking. So, because solar plexus is about will, it's about self-confidence. So with it being in reverse, it's saying that your person is perceiving you as you're sort of lacking that. And you know, that said, I do get that, you know, for many of you, they feel like you're an independent person who doesn't need another person to survive or to thrive in life. Because like I said, they do view you as successful. I'm getting that some of you may be self-employed, but either way, you know, your person feels like you are successful, just maybe not in love, not when it comes to love. And I feel like, you know, maybe they wonder, you know, if you prefer it that way. Like if you prefer being on your own, being single if you're single, or being in relationships that do not ground or take a long time to ground, or if you're the type that keeps it light or that sort of a thing. Whatever it is, it's like they wonder if you prefer it that way. Okay. Getting that, you know, for those of you who chose group 1, I felt drawn to ask, you know, how they see you work-wise. So it's a little different from the next couple of groups, but not all the groups are always the same in my reading. I try to and am asked to, from Spirit, to customize the readings as, you know, as energy dictates. So for you, I did ask about how your person sees you work-wise, and we got the Wisdom card here. And so that's the Hierophant in this deck. So I feel like this person, I feel your person they feel like mentoring you. Group 1, your person feels like mentoring you. Maybe you guys work together, or you have spiritual work to do. You know, I'm getting crown chakra energy from this card, from this Hierophant card. You know, they feel a strong spiritual connection to you. It's like they want to help you with your spiritual transformation. So there's some sort of a spiritual transformation that they're wanting to help you with. This video, I actually did hear songs and was drawn to certain songs. So each of the groups has a song associated with it. One of the groups has more than one song associated with it. It might be this group, but for this here, what I got is Pink's Love Song, so you can look it up. It's on YouTube, and the lyrics that, you know, called to me for this part of the reading was, It goes, maybe you'll rewrite my love song. If you can replace my fears, I need your patience and guidance and all your loving and more. When thunder rolls through my life, will you be able to weather the storm? So that part of the song might have particular resonance to you or to this reading. Maybe, other parts of the song will as well, but I was only getting that part. And so I feel like this is about patience and guidance, whether this person is wanting you to guide them. I do think they view you as a patient person, although you are likely losing your patience with this connection, or just in your life in general at present. They do view you as a patient person. They do feel a spiritual connection. So it's like this sense of them wanting to be mentored by you and or wanting to mentor you back in some way. And I am getting like the energy of this being somewhat of a stormy relationship, okay? And questions that this person has in their mind as to how it would work in 3D, in the real world, if you guys were to progress the relationship. But if you do work with this person, or even if you don't, some of you could work in a religious or a spiritual field, or there is a sense of inspiration here in whatever it is that you do. So you do it with inspiration. Okay, the word inspired means in spirit, so it's like inspired. Even the most mundane job has a spiritual component to it, and that's really standing out in this reading for some reason. Your person feels that, and they feel your divinity, okay? I'm getting, this is a moral energy here, the Wisdom card, Hierophant. This person could want to give you moral advice for some of you. If they're in a group related to such things, they could feel maybe you would benefit from such a setting as well. So like if this person is a member of a church or a mosque or any sort of a group that deals with spiritual interests, or even if it's not directly spiritually related, like a friendship circle or a group where people support one another, like whatever common interest that you guys have, whether it's that you work together or in the same field or similar spiritual interests, this person is feeling like they can offer you something, and their friendship group could offer you something. Or there's that's not going to resonate for everybody, but there is this energy of this person wanting you to be involved in some sort of group think, but not in a negative way. Like that you should be around people who are like-minded, and that you could benefit from that, and that they could benefit from being, with you in that setting. It's like they want to offer you their guidance somehow around, unblocking your crown chakra and your solar plexus chakra. Mostly I'm getting just helping you to develop your crown chakra, whether it's blocked or not. It's like that's part of the spiritual purpose of you guys coming together. And I'm also getting that some of you may be married or committed, or vice versa. Your person could be, but again, your person feels very strongly that you guys have lessons to learn together. So how do they feel about taking action towards you? For that, I got the Deception and Envy card, number 7. So I'm getting that your person, I'm getting that your person, that they're bored, they're discontent in their lives, and they want to have their wishes fulfilled. They want to get their wishes fulfilled. Some wish, some desire fulfilled here. So maybe they are self-satisfied in their life, and they have a lot of their superficial needs met, like their ego needs, like abundance. I'm getting Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Like all of their more basic needs are met, abundance of food and drink, or money and friends, but they're not getting their higher needs or wants met. So I feel that they're looking to you on that. There's, for a lot of you, this person is spying on you. If you look on that, this person, I'm getting, they're spying on you. and they could be watching you from a distance or in person if you guys work together, or through your social media. They're spying on you, and if they're with somebody else, they're wanting to cheat with you. Okay, they do see that you're the type of person who wants to do things the right way. So maybe you wouldn't be cool with cheating with this person if they're involved with somebody else. But even if they're not, or you're not involved with somebody else, it's like they recognize that you do have morals, that you do want to do things the right way. But they're considering like coming towards you, like trying to strategize, see a way towards you, and they could even, I feel like they're considering doing something sneaky. It could be as benign as just maybe surprising you. It could be that they just want to surprise you. But they're definitely interested in you, group 1. But maybe they're trying to appear that they aren't, or some of you might be doing this to them, trying to appear like you're not interested. So they're trying to see if you are interested, or if you're happier just doing your own thing. Because like I said in the first part, they see you as a successful person, and that you might be holding yourself back in love and in relationships because maybe on some level you do prefer it that way. So they're trying to figure that out. And then I got, at this part, you're one of the groups that got 2 songs in group 1. Michael Jackson's Human Nature. So this part came to mind. I actually shuffled the cards. When I pre-shuffle, sometimes I have to do the readings in stages. Like I'll pre-shuffle and then I'll go off and do some errand or something else. And I was in the car and I heard Human Nature on the radio. I haven't heard it in a long time. I do really like that song, but something just told me to listen to it. I said, I bet it has something to do with the readings. And this is what, when I came back and interpreted and meditated on your cards, I did hear Michael Jackson's Human Nature, the part where he says, see that girl. I would sing it to you, but frankly, I don't want to. But see, there's a part where he says, see that girl? She knows I'm watching. She likes the way I stare. See that girl? She knows I'm watching. She likes the way I stare. And if they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does she do me that way? So, okay, I sang for you because I felt like that would give you more of the effect of the feeling that I'm getting from this person, that they are, staring at you, watching you, and there's this energy of like, if they were to move towards you, other people would question them, but it's just human nature, like they're naturally drawn to you. And there's some desire that's not being met in their life. Even if it looks like they're happy, even if on the surface everything looks fine, there's something missing in their life, okay? And so they're looking at you. And at the back of the deck, we've got Solitude in reverse, which is the Hermit. And what I'm getting with this is that someone here, whether it be you or your person, could just be too focused on finding the truth about some matter. Could be related to this situation, maybe not, but there's this energy that that whoever this is would probably be better off, just getting on with their lives. That doesn't mean like moving away from this connection necessarily, but I feel like somebody is, maybe it's your person, it might be you. With the Hermit in reverse, it's like some lesson is not being learned and somebody's really trying to figure something out, which sometimes when you think really hard to try to solve a problem, it just keeps eluding you. So it's like Spirit is saying, get on with your lives, and in so doing, you'll probably find the answer to the question. If you guys do work together, this is coming in, if you guys do work together, if you have any doubts in the workplace and you're afraid to ask because, I don't know, you don't want to sound stupid or look bad in front of this person or anything like that, Spirit is saying just to ask, if you have some work-related question, just ask. Don't hold that back. So that's not going to resonate for everybody, obviously. It's a specific message. But I guess you could translate that into your connection with this person. You know, maybe if it resonates that there's some question you have of this person and you're in contact with them, you're afraid to ask them. It's like clarification, ask. That would be good. But if you guys have been at a distance or are at a distance with each other, you know, I definitely see them wanting to communicate with you, group 1. But I have to be honest, they probably aren't going to initiate it. Okay? I feel like this card indicates that it's possible, too, with the Hermit in reverse, that it's kind of like Six of Cups for me when it's in reverse. It's like, it's possible that this person it is from your past, like from your distant past, or this is a past person, not somebody that you're involved with presently. But if that's not the case, someone else could be, someone else from your past could be coming forth, and I'm seeing, you know, a past relationship being rekindled here. With this card, though, since it is a card about lessons and it's in reverse, it does beg the question that you should ask yourself, ask yourself whether that is really what you want to do. You know, do you want somebody coming back from your past and and some of you, I feel like what you're focusing on so hard, whoever's focusing, I feel like if it's you, you're focusing on like wanting a relationship, like it's like there's nothing more or nothing that you want more than a romantic relationship. But Spirit is saying, look at your behavior. Does it align with what you observe about yourself? Like, how do I put this? You know, you could think that you want a romantic relationship, but then if you're just focused on your work, or you're just like your person sees you very self-sufficient and you look like you're fine on your own, even if in your if you're in a relationship, it's still like you're someone who does well on your own, like you don't need anyone else, that sort of a thing. Very self-sufficient, you can survive and thrive just fine on your own. Then the Spirit is asking you, like, are you sure you want a romantic relationship? Like, are you sure? And if you think you're very sure that that's what you want, observe your behavior over the next days and weeks, and just kind of take an outsider looking in kind of perspective on your lifestyle. Is it really what you want? Okay. And if you don't think that you have all the options romantically that your person feels that you do, I'm getting that you're probably not reaching out or making yourself that available, okay? Because I feel like some of you've really got your nose to the grindstone, or you're really just focused on this person or focused on some area of your life that kind of puts like blinders on to you seeing, how attractive you really are, or how many options you really do and can have. I'm getting that someone here could be already in a committed relationship, like I said before, so I guess this part is for those that resonate with that. Whether it's you in another relationship or your person. I feel like, let's say it's your person who's in another relationship. I'm getting that they're not spending enough time and energy and attention with that person, or that person is not doing that with them. And this could just be due to them being busy, or whatever it is. Your person feels something is missing in their life, and they feel like you might have the answers, so that's why they're looking to you. But they need to see something from you, and like I said, they do want to communicate with you, but they're not likely to initiate that communication. So I'm going to get the emotional barometer here. We do that. I like to do that in these types of readings. So angels, spirits, and guides, how does group 1's person feel for them right now? Feeling a little melancholy. You can see that. This person, it's just on the border of self-pitying and melancholy. Okay. So I'm going to get, what else should we get? I'm going to take this over to the extended where I'm going to clarify all of these cards as well as get some messages from your person. But I'm wanting to get you another card here as well. I'm going to get you a Romance Angels card. I haven't used those in a bit. If this reading does resonate and you feel like sharing, let me know in the comment section down below. And then like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate that. That does keep the channel going. Okay, for group 1, Romance Angels. How does our person feel for them? How does group 1's person feel for them? How does group 1's person feel? Okay, well, we're not getting Romance Angels for you, group 1, because your person's not wanting to talk through them, so we'll try the Twin Flame Journey messages. Try this deck. How does group 1's person feel for them? We've got, I've looked you up online. Exactly. To see what you've been doing or to see what you've been up to. So that goes with that card, right? The Deception and Envy card. They've looked you up online to see, you know, to see what you've been up to. And then, so let's get an advice card. And then that will be your reading, group 1. If this reading didn't resonate, feel free to choose another group or another reading. What advice does Spirit have for group 1, please? What advice does Spirit have for group 1, those who've tuned in for group 1, regarding this relationship? There. Ooh. Flew out. New opportunity. So some of you are having a new opportunity coming in, and what kind of opportunity that is, you will know if you would quiet your mind. Some of you are keeping yourself too busy or too distracted or too focused on something else in your life that's preventing you from seeing other opportunities, whether it's another romantic opportunity or just another opportunity in general here. There is something big coming in, this card is saying. Just know that it is safe for you to take an opportunity that's coming towards you, okay? Could be something to do with business or just even something as simple as a new idea that enters your mind regarding this connection or some other important life area. Some of you may not feel like you're up to it, to taking on a new opportunity, but just know Spirit is guiding you. And so if you need help, pray for spiritual guidance on that, okay? Spirit is going to help you to trust in your ability to have and enter into a new realm that's going to be, you know, more positive and better for you. So just embrace a new opportunity that's coming into your life. Thank you for tuning in, group 1. I'm going to take it to the extended, and I will talk to you next time. Welcome, group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So for those of you who chose the Let's Make Art message from your person, this is your reading. So the first question regarding how your person feels for you, group 2, is, you know, how do they feel about you as a person? So this is just in general, how do they feel about you as a person? We've got the Empress card, okay? So basically, they feel that you're very attractive. They feel that you're very sensual, beautiful, abundant, mothering. These are all characteristics of the Empress. You could be a mother actually, but you don't have to be. You're just someone that others can turn to for support and for comfort. Your person feels like you're a very abundant and a very potent person. And they feel, I'm just getting that they feel like you're someone who is destined to find true love. Like it just seems like it's inevitable for someone like you. Okay? Now, regardless of gender, you know, the tarot is genderless. It's all about energies. This is a very strong, divine, feminine energy. You know, if you're in a committed relationship with this person, or, you know, even if you're not, this person is feeling about you that in a committed relationship, that it would be easy for you, or that it's easy for you to get swept away, you know, to get swept up in your feelings. And also, it's easy for you to make the other person feel the same way, right? Yeah. It's easy for you to get swept up in your feelings and to make the other person do the same. And they could feel that you need to, that you're the type that would need to work really hard, or do need to work really hard on not losing your head in love and on staying balanced, because you're a very sweet and you're a very deep person is what I'm getting. Okay. So how does your person view you romantically? Like, how do they feel about you romantically? We've got the 8 of Cups. So what I'm getting with this is that you walked away. Okay. Now, probably after some sharp words were spoken. This is a general reading. You know, roles can be reversed, energy is interchangeable, apply the rules as they resonate, but I'm getting that you, for the majority, that you walked away from this connection, you know, probably after some sharp words were spoken. This person might have been cold, rigid, or stubborn with you, and so you walked away. If you didn't physically walk away, you withdrew emotionally, but I'm getting most of you physically walked away. Like you've pulled your energy back from this connection. This could have even been a long-term relationship, or even a marriage for some of you, you know, with this person. But you just, you put yourself first. You did the right thing. You chose your own inner peace over them. If they were mistreating you, I say that's the right thing. You know, your inner peace and your own mental health and emotional health is more important. But, of course, it's going to depend on the situations, right? Everybody's situation is going to be different. But I'm seeing that your person feels that you chose yourself and your inner peace over them, even though it was very, very painful for you to do that. So how do they feel that you feel about them? We've got the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is in reverse. It did come out in reverse. So I think that they feel that you feel that they're a troublemaker. Okay, maybe they blocked you emotionally, or was emotionally unavailable, or physically unavailable, or maybe they blocked you on their phone or social media. But they feel like either way that, excuse the noise in the background, neighbors. They feel like either way that someone didn't accept a romantic proposal or offer here. Because the Page upright is someone who represents like a message, a loving message, communication, a gift, or an offer. With it being in reverse, it's like somebody is being immature, could represent a breakup. And so a blocked offer or an unaccepted offer. You can feel like there's someone who has intimacy issues. I mean, certainly if they're this Page and you're this Empress, you guys are completely different pages and completely different stratospheres, especially like regarding emotional intelligence. Could even be a physical age difference, but doesn't have to be. Again, this could relate to a child because we have the Empress here. She's the mother of the deck, and then pages are often children. But either way, it could simply just be that your person feels like you feel that they're a child. Also, I'm getting for some of you that a message was ignored, whether you ignored a message from them or vice versa. And some of them, they feel like you could be a little bitter towards them. I'm getting that maybe one of you was unavailable, like I said, but the other one's heart was just set on the situation, just set on the connection. Then we've got another queen here, so this could be a same-sex relationship. Regardless if it's two masculines or two feminines. We've got feminines on the card. It still could be to a same-sex relationship. If that resonates, and it won't resonate for everybody obviously, but if it does, it could have been that another person, perhaps a masculine, came in between this connection. But I'm getting it like more that these are the energies here. And so this is like, this card is representing how does your person feel about taking action towards you. Well, as you can see, this queen is sitting pretty. I mean, she is very similar to the Empress. The Empress is on a higher level, but they're very similar. And both feminine energies regardless of gender, so it's like they're in a receptive state. So I feel like they're not real motivated to take action towards you because they're comfortable where they're at. And this person could be a homebody or just someone focused on practical matters like working home. I see someone who spends a lot of their time and energy on their home and on their creature comforts, their luxuries, creature comforts. Getting that this person feels that when the time is right, you will both know it, so no special efforts need to be made here. Like they're feeling themselves, like they're feeling their own self-worth right now, and I feel like they're just feeling themselves, like they're into themselves. Definitely this person is not as evolved as you are. Not saying that they're a bad person, I'm just saying that you're more of a giver than this person is. The Queen of Pentacles can also be a giver, can also be a mother, but so maybe it's your person that has a child, but either way, the Queen of Pentacles, for all her virtues, is not the Empress, and therefore can be a bit more self-absorbed. And if this person's behaved this way, I feel like that's where the conflict came in. But either way, you know, regarding them taking action towards you, they're just feeling themselves, they're just doing their thing, they're just thinking that in time, that when the time is right, you know, things will happen in this connection and that they don't need to make any special efforts. And then with the Knight of Swords at the back of the deck, this can talk about action and motion in the connection. So it's like you guys, you know, you both want action or motion in this connection. But more so I'm getting that this person doesn't want to argue with you, they don't want to fight with you. And also I'm getting that contact with this person may come along when you least expect it. But Spirit is saying that you have to have some sort of contact with people for the door to be open. So I'm seeing your person's a bit of a homebody, or they're presenting that way towards this connection. And they're viewing you as the Empress. The Empress isn't necessarily a homebody, but you guys are similar energies. So if, especially if this is a low or no contact situation, and this person is kind of waiting for things to happen in on their own sweet time. If you're wanting something to happen before that, I feel like Spirit is asking you to get out there and have contact with other people to the extent that we can right now, because the state of the world right now, right? But definitely have some contact with other people, you know, and that will help to open the door to connections. Not only this connection, but other connections as well, friendships, things like that, but to this connection as well. So Spirit is saying, you know, get dressed up, you know, go out on the town, you know, if you do that, you will have a blast, you will have fun, okay? And so the song that I got for you was actually the same song that I got for group 1. So just different lyrics. So Michael Jackson's Human Nature. And so the lyrics that I got for you, group 2, was get me out into the nighttime. 4 walls won't hold me tonight. If this town is just an apple, then let me take a bite. So it's saying, yeah, don't let the walls hold you in, figuratively or literally. Get out on the town, you know. Enjoy your life. Okay? Make some art. Some of you are an artist. But go out. So I'm going to do for you what I did for group 1. Some twin flame messages. And if this reading is resonating and you feel like it, you know, feel free to share in the comment section down below. And then like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. That does support the channel and I appreciate it. So if group 2's person had no filter, what would they say to group 2? Like, what would group 2's person like to say regarding how they feel for group 2? Also, I'm going to get the emotional barometer out as well. And we'll look at their feelings for you with that as well. I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. Okay. So this person, you know, wasn't ready at the time before you walked away from them. That's why they behaved the way that they did. It's like they didn't have everything that they needed. But they're wanting to be more authentic with you. And let's get the emotional barometer here. So Spirit Team for group 2, how does their person feel for them right now? You got obsessed. Well, that's interesting. So they could be doing like what group 1 is doing. Group 1 is just sort of, their person is hiding their feelings and not showing, you know, their true feelings, and maybe your person is doing that as well. They're feeling themselves, they're kind of doing their own thing, but there's a part of them that is obsessed. I'm going to take the card out for this and read it just to see if we can get a little more insight. So the card talks about is saying that they aren't just mildly or casually intrigued by you, but they're not quite in love either. They have like a crush on you, and without anything sinister in the term, a little bit obsessed. So like this person would talk about you more and admit more if it didn't make them look or feel silly. So there's a part of them, right, that has a bit of difficulty being fully authentic. They care about what other people think more than they probably should. But even so, it's like if they don't know where they stand with you, or if you walked away from them, that explains why they wouldn't be gushing about you all over town or talking a lot about you. But just take what resonates. I think that this card is talking about them wanting to talk about you, you know, desiring to have that release, to get off their minds. maybe with, because their mind keeps coming back to you. This card talks also about, you know, feeling that you're clever and that you're kind and that you're witty. These are all traits of that Empress. So I feel that resonates. And also wow, this card is even talking about how they feel that you guys' lives could unfold together. I mean, even if you're married to this person and have children, they feel this way, but it's also this person talking to others about, or if not others, like thinking a lot about, you know, the potential of having a child with you and what that would be like being married to you. They are kind of like viewing you in a very dreamy way, right? Because this Page of Cups is quite dreamy. It's water energy, very dreamy. Somebody that's very, very imaginative and creative, very sensitive emotionally, but they hide it. They have to feel that it's safe for them to be that way before they can really let that show. But either way, it's like this person definitely has a philosophical side to them, and they could be over idealizing you. So it's like this person does have a lot of hope regardless of any obstacles here. And you know, there is an ego side of them that cares what people think and doesn't want to seem, you know, delusional or anything like that. And it's like there's a part of them that really, they do notice your genuinely good traits, but they still choose to look at it through like rose-colored glasses, and over idealize the potential and the connection. So I think this person does know the difference between like you know, their imaginings, their obsessive moods, and like in your reality, even if they do put you on a pedestal. I think that they're aware that the reality of the situation would be quite different. They do find you're like very attractive and everything, but it says a lot about them, you know. This card talks about what it says about them to have these feelings for you. It shows them what they value, what their ideals are. So it's like, again, it's kind of more about them. They're feeling themselves. Because in the end, the card talks about, you know, like the last line says, we may not really be getting to know another person properly, but we are growing our insight into who we really are. So by this person obsessing about you, they're growing their insight into who they really are, like what their ideals are, and what they value, which may or may not be entirely in alignment with who you are, but I feel it's pretty close. I'm going to get advice for you, and that's going to be your reading. Just felt drawn to read that because this is an extremely insightful tool. Somebody asked me where you could get this. It's from the School of Life. They have a channel on YouTube. There's just so much more. There's so much more to our emotions than at first glance. And I feel like that really explains it well and improves emotional and social intelligence. So it's definitely worth. I feel like it's worth it for anybody that's interested in that sort of thing, especially for the context of this reading. So we use the Healing with the Fairies here. Angels, spirits, and guides for those who've chosen group 2. Can we get advice for them regarding this connection and this person and how their person feels for them, please? What advice does Spirit have for group 2? Oh. Got the Higher Consciousness card. So the higher consciousness card is saying that your consciousness is being raised to a higher level. You could be having particularly vivid dreams, or there's something happening in this connection, like of a spiritual nature, where you guys are getting guidance from your true self, and I feel that your person is as well. That's why they're being able to be more authentic. And I feel like you guys are listening more to love rather than to fear, which if this person would do that, they would move from being a Queen of Pentacles to the next level where you're showing up, or they think that you're showing up. They think you're on the level of the Empress. So this is validation though for you guys that any recent, dreams or aspirations that you have in your life or towards this connection, any feelings or thoughts, those are divinely inspired. And you are getting divinely inspired answers to your questions or to your prayers. And some of you, this card can talk about you taking up meditation or yoga or something like that, where you're quieting your mind. And this is helping you to attract a happily ever after into your life. Could be with this person, but it doesn't have to be. It's more like what you're doing well. So this card is giving you kudos, group 2, saying that some of you have really, I can see that. This card talks about putting your foot down to the universe and adamantly demanding a better life for yourself. And by walking away from an unsuitable situation, no matter how hard it was, that's exactly what you did. You decided to improve your life. So it's like whatever route you're taking, keep it up, because it's working out really well. And just keep on having conversations with your higher consciousness, whether that's God, God source, the archangel, spirit, whatever you call it. When you're praying, when you're meditating, however you're doing it, continue to carve out time away from noise and stress to be able to do that. And you'll be able to hear the voice of spirit, and just going out on nature walks and stuff like that. It allows you to quiet your mind enough to hear the voice of spirit and to get, in touch with yourself, your thoughts and feelings, to know what your compass, your inner compass, is guiding you towards, and just to keep you on the right path, basically. So yeah, you guys are getting divinely inspired inner guidance right now, and you're listening to it, and Spirit is giving you kudos on that. They're asking you to continue to do that. So I'm going to take this over to the extended, where I'm going to get some more cards here. Messages. I think I'm going to get for you guys the Tarot of Sexual Magic. I didn't do that for group 1, but I think I will do it for you guys, just for something different, because well, for one thing, I don't have to worry about YouTube strike if I do the Tarot of Sexual Magic over there, but that's an aside. Those are fun cards to look at, so I'm going to pull a few cards for you on that. So if you want to follow me over there, the link to the extended will be down below. I'm going to also get clarifiers for all of these cards. And what else did I get? I think I got an oracle or two. So I'll see you over there, group 2, and if not, thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you next time. Welcome, group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So how does your person feel about you? How do they feel about you right now? The person you came to this reading for. So cards are pre-shuffled and laid out, as you can see. Now the first question I got, or I asked rather, was, how they feel about you as a person. So this is kind of like, how does your person feel about you in general? How do they feel about you as a person? We got the Ace of Wands in reverse. So I feel that, like generally speaking, your person feels that sometimes misunderstandings occur with you. Because it could be some of you don't always think before you speak, and that even when things are going good for you, you sometimes can't get into it. Like you can't surrender to the moment, I'm hearing. So they're feeling like, sometimes you are misunderstood, or you don't think before you speak, or you have difficulty just going with the flow. Or just allowing like the good to happen to you, or something along those lines here I'm getting. I'm feeling like some of you may suffer from anxiety, or just a lack of inspiration. Like, also I'm hearing ask for help. So this person might want to help you in some way, or think that you need to ask for help more. You're maybe not the type of person to ask for help. If you tend to overindulge in anything, your person may worry about your health. So that's kind of a specific message. It may not resonate for everyone. As always, it's a general reading. So take what resonates and forget what doesn't. Also, energies can be interchangeable and roles reverse. So apply the rules to your situation as it resonates. But what I feel here, your person is saying that you might overindulge, and if so, they could be worried about your health, or they could want to help you in some way. So how do they feel about you romantically? We've got the Eight of Wands in reverse. So as soon as I pulled this card, I started hearing You've Lost That Loving Feeling by the Righteous Brothers. So I got songs for all of the readings today, and this is your song. So you can look that up, or maybe I'll be able to put it in the description box. But basically, how are they viewing you romantically? It's complicated. This could have started off with you two getting really carried away with each other. Things could have moved too fast with lots of passion. And now it's not so much. And if someone is holding on or unable to move on, it's because they can't believe that something so great could have fizzled out this much. Okay? Maybe you got overwhelmed by the passion or the relationship, or they find you overwhelming. Could be, romantically speaking. But I'm getting also a specific message that's not going to resonate for everybody. There could have been, or could be, a pregnancy scare here that could have caused this relationship to start to fizzle out if it did or does. So just be aware of that. But regardless, they feel like there's a lot of obstacles in the way of this connection. Okay? So, if this is not resonating, you can feel free to choose another reading or another group, but this is what I'm getting. And so the next question here is, how do they feel that you feel about them? We got the Death card in reverse. And so there's no other way to put it. Your person, sorry, shaking the camera, your person feels that you're unwilling to move on from them. They could feel that way, that you're unwilling to move on from them. Maybe they're unwilling to move on from you when you feel that way. But either way, it's like, even if the relationship ended a while ago, somebody's having difficulty moving on. And also I'm getting that maybe they feel like you're unwilling to change for the sake of this relationship, or they are, but still there's this sense of someone not being able to let go. But I'm getting that this person feels like, that you're still on each other's minds, and that like maybe some of the changes that are needed here, like, are they really that big of a deal? Are they really a deal breaker? And if so, like, it's like your person is feeling like you feel like it wouldn't be that big of a deal if only both of you would concede or agree to make some little changes. So it's like, according to your person, it's like you feel that you guys have to at least try to fix things between you before closing this chapter, or you're both just going to keep wondering what if. If it can't be fixed, it can't be fixed, but let's try, is how they feel that you are feeling, if that makes sense. And again, if it's the other way around, then take it the other way around. But I feel like for a lot of you that, that's, the truth of how they feel that you're feeling. And I did get another song for you, group 3. I got What About Us by Pink. So the verse in particular that came out for you is, We are problems that want to be solved. We are children that need to be loved. We were willing. We came when you called, but man, you fooled us. Enough is enough. So that's a song that has a lot of themes of feeling abandoned and unheard. So it could be this person abandoned you or made you feel unheard. Okay. Or maybe, they're feeling that you feel that way towards them. If it's, vice versa, take it that way. But someone that is feeling abandoned, unheard, is like asking, what about us? Like, isn't it worth trying? Like, do we really want to leave the unfinished business? Aren't we both up to the challenge? That sort of a thing. If this person has low self-esteem, then they feel that you want them to work that out. Like, they feel that you want them to work on their low self-esteem for the good of the relationship. So we've got temperance in reverse here as well. And so temperance in reverse is in the position of, how they feel about taking action towards you. I'm getting like they don't really how do they feel about taking action towards you? They don't really. Excuse me. They prefer ignoring their deeper issues here. So it's like your person feels like you feel that they have some self-esteem issues maybe. But whatever their issues are, whatever needs to happen, whatever changes need to be made in this connection, it's like they prefer to keep ignoring those deeper issues. So it's like with your person right now, it's a take it or leave them kind of energy. And there are just too many obstacles for them, be it cultural differences or incompatibility, habits, just viewing a lot of options between the two of you. So there are options towards them coming towards you or taking any action towards you right now. Now, I'm getting that it's possible that your person feels that they have given 300% to this relationship and it hasn't worked out despite their efforts. You might see it the other way around. I guess this is an action. You can take this as an action that they may alienate you, continue to make you feel abandoned or left out, as this person seems to, they're seeming to be very insecure in themselves, and they could be looking for someone to complete them, which no one else can ever do. And so you're here presenting to them as someone who wants them to grow, someone who wants them to work on their deeper issues, work on their bad habits or whatever it is. And they're not wanting to do that. They're wanting to ignore those things or find another partner or have you change to accommodate them in a way that saves them from having to do that inner work, is what I'm getting. Like someone else or something external to them can complete them, is what they keep trying to do. And that's like a hard lesson that they need to learn, because that's obviously very incorrect. But who are we to judge this person's spiritual lessons, right? This is what they're struggling with. So on the back of the deck we have the Queen of Swords. So this queen has a forceful energy that some people can find abrasive. Some of you might have used sharp words with this person, or they felt like you had in trying to get them to cut out their bullshit and do their part in the relationship. I'm getting that some of you or a lot of you didn't ask or don't ask a lot of this person. It's just that they're like not up to it, or they're just not wanting to do their inner work. But on the other hand, some of you can be abrasive, so that she can be very hard-headed in getting what she wants. And if you want this person, and if you see that they're doing X, Y, and Z, and if only they wouldn't do X, Y, and Z, or they would change X, Y, and Z, then you guys could have this perfect relationship, or just a better relationship. You could push too hard for this person's taste, or you could have in the past. They could have done that to you. But the Queen of Swords energy is that, saying that there is like some abrasive communication at the very least between the two of you. And this Queen doesn't admit defeat easily, you know, as she is not easily defeated. And so I feel like you really, kind of similar, I think it was group 1, that just have your heart set on this person or on a set relationship or the way it should go, and don't back down from that, is how you approached it. And if that's you that approached it that way, I feel like that has interfered with this connection as part of the problem, not the whole problem in this connection. Also, I'm getting there's perhaps some interference from somebody's mother or mother figure. You know, either way, someone here needs to be, you know, beware of the impulse of being too forceful. You know, because you, like the old saying goes, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. Okay. Which kind of brings to mind, like, why would you want to catch any flies in the first place? And that kind of reminds me of a relative that I have that went to a tarot reader a long time ago, and her boyfriend had left her, and she asked the reader, you know, is so-and-so coming back to me? And the reader was like, yeah, he's coming back, but I don't know why you want him. And I just remember that always stuck in my head when she told that story, that part. And yeah, he did come back, and they did end up being together for many years, but it was an unhappy relationship. So hopefully that won't be the case for you, group 3. I only say that because that's kind of the feeling I'm getting with this person. It's like they might come back, or if you guys are in separation, or you guys might come to some sort of an arrangement to move forward. But I feel like this kid, oh my gosh, I didn't even mean to call him a kid or her a kid. This person is going to be kicking and screaming to do, you know, the changes that are necessary to help transform the relationship to something better, or to just do their part in it. You know, hopefully I'm wrong about that. So let's get the emotional barometer out here. For group 3, how does their person feel about them currently? How does their person feel? Got confident. Oh, okay. So your person's feeling confident that maybe that they're going to get their way, or just confident in general towards this connection, that that whatever happens, they're going to be okay, or yeah, they're just confident in their stance of being, it's my way or the highway. Maybe they're the Queen of Swords, I don't know. But I already said, like, this person is kind of gonna take it or leave it, take me as I am kind of energy right now. Even though there are a lot of obstacles in this connection and some changes that need to be made, a transformation that needs to take place. At least they're viewing you or feeling that you feel that way. And so even if you do feel that way, if you do or you don't, they're feeling confident about their place and their stance. Okay, so let's get some twin flame messages here. Then we'll get advice, and then I will take it over to the extended, where I will clarify all of these cards, get oracle cards, including more messages from your person, just a couple, and then another emotion from the emotional barometer, and I will do for you what I did for group 2, and see how they feel about you sexually using the tarot of sexual magic. So what messages does group 3's person have for them, please? Like, what would they like to say regarding how they feel? How does group 3's person feel? You've been in my dreams. Person's dreaming about you, group 3. Okay. And then, we already did the emotional barometer, right? Yeah, they're feeling confident. We're getting advice. I feel like this person, they've made you feel rejected or abandoned. They do feel badly about it, and they know that they have to fix things. I just feel like their attitude right now, today, and energies can change, but today it's like my way or the highway. Part of them does want to make it up to you like we saw. I feel like that card is applicable here. But I think they're mirroring your energy. Like they hurt you, so now you're being, you know, difficult, not difficult, well, maybe difficult in their perception. And so they're doing the same thing back. You've lost that loving feeling towards them, so they're wanting to have an attitude with you today. I don't know. Angel, spirits, and guides, what advice do we have for group 3? Regarding this reading, please. I mean, the fact that they feel confident is kind of indicative of the part of the reading that, you know, says how do they feel that you feel about them. Is that they feel like you haven't been able to move on from them. But I feel like you guys are kind of like at a stalemate or something. They feel like you need to change some stuff. They feel like you need to, or you're still very much on each other's minds. We've got raising your standards. So from the Healing with the Fairies deck, we've got raising your standards. Spirit's asking you to raise your standards with regards to this connection. So, you know, don't settle for less than your dreams. I mean, this person might be dreaming about you, but are you dreaming about them? I feel like Spirit wants me to ask, because there's some of you out there that aren't. I feel like some of you might be afraid to be alone or let this person go. Or you have other reasons why. Maybe ego reasons related to, you know, this was once so wonderful, how could it have gone bad? There are a lot of different reasons why people hold on to things that need to change. And I feel like just hard-headedness for some of you, just wanting to try and work things out before closing this chapter, knowing that you gave it all that you've got. So whatever it is, you know, Spirit is saying that deep down you already know what type of life you're meant to live and who you're meant to live it with. And, you know, they're just wanting to remind you that you do deserve, you know, the best in life, and that you can manifest anything that you wish. But part of manifestation is letting go, right? You have to set your intention and then let go in order for it to happen. And I feel like some have a difficult time doing that. And some of you are in scarcity thinking, you know, being kind of negative, thinking that you can't accomplish certain things, or that you don't have enough, or that you have to settle for something that's beneath you, but you don't. And so this card just talks about raising your standards. Ways you can do that is journaling about, you know, a list of things that you really desire in a partner and in a relationship, and reviewing that list with faith and gratitude, because those are the emotions that manifest the best and create miracles in your life, so that you can start seeing your dreams come true, okay? Also, it's asking you to accept good when it comes into your life. Some of you might have difficulty doing that. Just noticing, just stopping to smell the flowers, right? Some of you need to do that more. And accept the little things that are good in your life, and know that you deserve the best, okay? And so just asking you to address your standards and maybe raise those standards, and especially with relation to this connection. So that's what I'm getting for you, Group 3. If you'd like to follow me over to the extended, please do so. The link for that will be down below. Otherwise, I will talk to you next time.